I play a Bryan Stevenson, and he is, when I try to describe him, it's like none of the words are worthy enough. He is smart, intelligent, dedicated, passionate. He has a huge heart, and injustice motivates him. To achieve justice is his motivation, you know, that he wants to, he just wants things to be right.
Hi Brian, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for sitting down with us at that Grape Juice .net. I'm Letitia Lee. You penned your book Just Mercy in 2014, which was amazingly well received and spent over 180 weeks on the New York Times bestseller. You personally won numerous awards. And the book that your story is based on, the movie that your story is based on, it's played by Jamie Foxx, and he tells the incredible story of one of your first cases, Walter McMillan, and Michael B. Jordan, of course, plays you. But the story of, you know, in the 90s, being convicted for the murder of someone that he never even met.
It's so outrageous, and yet, sadly, it's so familiar. You know, we have a criminal justice system in the States that treats you better if you're rich and guilty than if you're poor and innocent. And there are thousands of innocent people in our jails and prisons. And it's one of the reasons why I was so excited to have the book made into a movie. I was apprehensive at first because a lot of times Hollywood doesn't get these things right. But when Destin got involved, the director, and when Michael B. Jordan got involved, I had some time to talk with them. And, excuse me, not only are they really talented, creative people, but they're very aligned on these issues. And they were committed to doing it right, which gave me the confidence to believe it could be done right. And my hope is that people will see what I've seen for the last 35 years and be motivated, you know, to demand change, to get involved, to insist that we do better than what we've been doing.
I totally agree. And in terms of the Hollywood aspect, you know, making sure they get it right, can you tell us a little bit more about, you know, how it came to be from taking the book to the big screen?
Well, I had people reaching out to me about making a film, and as I said, I was very resistant. Destin had made this movie, Short Term 12, which someone sent to me, and I really liked it. I thought it was very powerful. It was very nuanced. And Michael B. Jordan is somebody I knew. I don't watch a lot of stuff, but I'd seen him in The Wire, which was tremendous. And then I'd seen him in Friday Night Lights, and Fruitvale Station had come out and it was a really strong film. And Ryan Coogler, who directed Fruitvale and Black Panther, had encouraged me to, you know, to talk to Destin and Michael. And so when they signed on and we started talking, I grew hopeful. And then when Jamie got involved, he's such a gifted actor, and he does such an amazing job in this film. I really became optimistic that this could be turned into something that would be honest and true, and affirm the work that we're doing rather than, distort it. And I couldn't be prouder of the film. I'm really excited for people to see it.
And tell us a little bit more about what it was like working with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan. I mean, it's not every opportunity you get when you're doing an autobiography screenplay that you have the person's story that you're telling right there. How was that?
Yeah, it's been really wonderful. We've spent a lot of time together, and it's just been a really joy. They're both incredibly talented, but they're also really nice, kind human beings. They're not arrogant, they're not obnoxious, they're just genuine people. And Michael and I spent a lot of time together, and he really wanted to get it right, you know, and there's a sort of choreography when you're in a courtroom as a lawyer that he had to master, but he's really smart and very capable. And it's been a real joy working with him. The entire cast, Rob Morgan and Tim Blake Nelson and Karen Kendrick and Brie Larson, all did an amazing job, and I'm really proud of the film.
And the film was, you know, it's one of the first movies. It's the first movie of a major studio to implement an inclusion policy. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I was really, really excited that Michael really pushed for that. Michael and Brie have both been very outspoken about increasing diversity and inclusion in the entertainment industry, and Michael's company adopted this inclusion provision and has mandated now that people of color and women be considered for leadership roles, both in front and behind the camera. And I just think if you're going to have a movie that talks about justice, you have to make it in a way that reflects that commitment to justice.
Yeah.
And I was really honored that this is the first film that the studio has done that had that inclusion writer, that had that commitment to diversity, mandated in the way the film had to be put together.
They did such a great job.
Yeah, very excited about it.
Okay. And did you have any anticipations about how the movie would be received, being your own story?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was very apprehensive, but people started getting very excited during the screenings because we were getting very strong, positive responses. And, the film just opened in the U.S. on Friday, and we've just been inundated with so many wonderful responses. I didn't know much about things like cinema score and audience ratings and all of that stuff, but the film has like an A+ rating and a 99% audience rating, which is really, really wonderful to see that people are motivated to kind of see a tough story and then respond in such a positive way. It's very affirming.
And the movie's been nominated for numerous NAACP
Yes, we've got
awards
6
just
Image
recently.
Awards, yes, and Jamie's got a SAG nomination. And so I'm really pleased to see the incredible work that these actors have done being acknowledged. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're very
it was
welcome.
such a pleasure to meet with you.
Thank you. Great meeting you too.
When the movie company puts this together, that's great that they're doing it. That's great that they're taking that upon them to tell this story, because like I said, it's needed, and hopefully, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, both black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whoever, will come to this movie, see what it is, and leave that movie theater with a different mindset and say, no, we don't want to see that no more.